What's up YouTube? We're back with another video, and today I'm going to show you my brand new DK Phase bike. Starting with the frame, it's a 20.8 DK Phase frame. I absolutely love this frame, but believe it or not, the DK Phase frame is almost identical to my signature frame that I had with Total. That's also why I'm very biased towards this frame, but it's a really great frame. This is a new color they have coming out. We actually received news today that it should show up in July. So it'll be like a Silver Sage, it's called. Moving on to the stem is a DK Phase stem. It comes in a variety of colors. I chose gold for the silver bike. I also love the new DK Phase light pegs. They're super light, super skinny. You don't even feel like they're on your bike. They're perfect for park, but also could handle some stuff in the streets. Moving on to the bars, I run Alienation bars, the 9.25 bars. Also have Alienation rims, the Alienation Skylark, and the Alienation Vandal in the rear. We also have an Alienation Enterprise sprocket and Alienation foothold pedals. I'm really picky about pedals, and these pedals are really awesome, to be honest. I run the Patrick Swayze Sensus grips. I think they're the best grips on the market. Yes, they're very thin, but I like that because it feels like you've ridden them in already. Like most grips take a while to get worn in, but these feel perfect right out of the gate. I also want to shout out to Odyssey BMX for hooking me up with their Thunderbolt cranks, their brand new, beautiful Super Circuit tires. I'm really picky about tires. I need them to be lightweight, but also strong. A lot of you guys know I blow out a lot of tires based on what you've probably seen on my Instagram stories. But so far, these Odyssey tires have outlasted any other tire that I've tried. I also run Sunday 28mm forks that Odyssey and Full Factory have hooked up. I like the 28mm because something in between the traditional 32, but not as steep as the R25s. 28's right in the middle, so it feels good for rotation stuff and tech stuff, even though I don't do much tech anymore, but I still just love the way it feels. So huge thanks to Odyssey for all those parts. And of course, thanks to my sponsors, DK and Alienation, for the other bits. I also want to point out that I am running the Tubolito tubes. I know there's a lot of controversy about the Tubolito tubes, but I honestly like them a lot. I truly feel like when you first put on a foldable tire, like your bike just rolls a lot smoother and faster. That's what the point is of a lighter tire, to get rid of rotational weight. I could get used to heavier tires or heavier tubes, but I haven't had an issue with the Tubolitos. Usually it's the tire that fails on me before the tube. But yeah, the closest thing I could compare the Tubolito to is when you first put on a KHE or Maxxis Grifter tire or anything super lightweight like the new Odyssey Super Circuit tires. They're super lightweight. So that takes away rotational weight. When your wheels are spinning, it's harder to maneuver the bike in the air when there's a lot of rotational weight. So that's why bigger tires or heavier tires, you'll feel a little bit of a lag when doing tail whip stuff or bar spin stuff. So the more you could trim down the rotational weight, the easier those tricks are, especially at high speeds when you're going on big ramps like these ones here. So I actually have a special discount code for a Tubolito if you want to try them out. The discount code is only good for 1 week. So please look at the link in the description or type in this code at checkout. I promise you it'll save you some rotational weight and it'll feel awesome on your bike. I don't define myself as a weight weenie or someone that's super worried about weight. Like I truly feel like I could adapt to any bike. The only tie stuff I do ride is tie spokes, but I just truly know the difference you feel with less rotational weight. That's why I ride the light tires, Tubolitos, and tie spokes. It just makes your bike feel like a spaceship, man. I'm not even lying. Like you feel like you have so much more pump. You're just gliding in the air. I just think there's a weird stigma around light stuff. When I'm a big guy, I need a really strong bike, so I'm not concerned about weight too much. But when doing all these tricks, I want to feel good. I want to feel comfortable. I want to feel confident at all times with it. And having the lighter rotational weight makes the biggest difference with all that. And for the seat, I'm rocking the DK Bicycles Phase seat. It's a lightweight seat post combo, and it's also nice and comfy. It's honestly one of the fatter seats I've ridden, but I truly like it, and it doesn't feel bulky when I'm riding. I guess some other parts that probably no one really knows that I ride are Odyssey brakes. I ride the Shadow Supreme chain. It's the thick boy, but that's because I have broken every single chain on the market except for this one. I don't know if it's cranking or what, but they just fatigue out and end up breaking. But I noticed the Shadow Supreme chain, even though it's $80, which is really hefty for a chain, it's worth the money because I swear, I haven't broken one, and it doesn't stress out or get stretched out and stressed out like any other chain would. It's super strong. And I run the Vocal bottom bracket. It's a special UK brand. I think you could order it on Custom Riders. It helps create friction so your cranks feel like they're tight, so they don't rotate as much when you're doing tail whip stuff, which I am very particular about. But it also takes the stress off your chain so you don't have to run your chain too tight, and you don't have to compress your bottom bracket bearings to where you blow them out. So the Vocal bottom bracket is a must-have if you want tighter cranks. Oh, hey. I'm running the Odyssey Thunderbolt cranks. I have broken a lot of cranks in my day as well. I like Odyssey because they do videos of their product testing. Apparently, the Thunderbolts have outlasted every other crank on the market by a lot. And so far so good with these cranks. I rode the last pair maybe like 8 months or 9 months of riding on them, and they're on my spare bike and still fine. So this new bike is a fresh setup, and I'm excited. So I talked mostly about the parts of the companies that I ride for, and Odyssey hooks it up a little bit. I didn't talk about the hubs because I pay for those, but they are profile hubs. I like them a lot. This will be the bike for the next 3 competitions. We got FIS Montpellier in France coming up in a couple weeks. We got the next World Cup in Brussels, Belgium. And then we have the World Championships in Scotland, in Glasgow, in August. So I believe I'll be riding this bike the entire time. Said it in the beginning of the video, but in July, the new DK Phase frame should be out, so please be patient. I promise you it's a really strong frame. My red bike was the longest I've ridden a bike ever. Usually I change my bike up every 6 months because I compete a lot and I travel a lot and I beat the crap out of my bike because I ride every day. And it's still dialed, honestly. It's just my backup bike. I needed something fresh for the World Cups coming up. So I promise you the DK bike will handle some abuse. It's worth the wait. So that's about it for the bike check, and let's get into some riding. Yeah.